49ers Cal High Sports is presented by U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank member, FDIC.
This week on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank, huge league games from all around the Bay Area. We'll see Monte Vista battle Amador Valley. Hillsdale meets Aragon, and Campolindo takes on Clayton Valley.
Girls Hoops includes Cappuccino and Woodside, soccer with Granada and Carondelet, and the story of the LVLA basketball player turning heartbreak into opportunity. It's all right now on 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We begin tonight with the Reardon Crusaders getting a big test in the West Catholic League. The Crusaders feature USF-bound senior guard Andrew Hillman.
Both Reardon and St. Ignatius were 6-0 in league coming into this game. The Wildcats feature athletic senior guard Raymond Whitley. The league lead on the line in the thrilling game played at USF this week.
Here we go, it's the big game in the West Catholic League as Reardon takes on St. Ignatius, and it wouldn't be Reardon basketball without a dunk show. Andrew Hillman with the poster! Oh my lord! Then it's Cole White over to the big man JP Pitoffs, who throws down the two-handed rip. Here's Hillman again with another slam. Oh my goodness! As the Crusaders take an 11-5 lead after one. SI answers back in the second. Noah Kirsch-Lopez over to a wide-open Alex Moore, and the sophomore shoots and scores from three-point land. Then it's Ty Landers finding Alex Moore on the other side, and Alex once again drills his shot from deep. 23-16 Reardon. The Cats looking for more, but check this out. Andrew Hillman with the chase down block. Wow! Then it's DJ Armstrong with the pass to JP Pitoffs. JP for three. It's good! 30-18 Crusaders at halftime. More JP in the second half. JP going up high and down hard. My God, this kid is good. But SI rallies back. Andrew Ennis from downtown. Andrew gets it to go. 42-39 Crusaders after three. Fourth quarter now. Raymond Whitley gets the offensive rebound and converts a tough lay-in, and it's a two-point game. Then it's Noah Kirsch-Lopez with the drive, the spin move, and the finish to tie the game at 45. SI looking to take the lead here. The shot is off. The ball is still loose. Noah Kirsch-Lopez gets the rebound. Noah gets it to go. 49-48 St. Ignatius. But on the other end, it's Andrew Hillman with the drive. Andrew gets the bucket plus the foul. 50-49 Crusaders. Raymond Whitley knocks down both his free throws late to tie the game at 51. Hillman with the chance to win it for Reardon. Here's Hillman with the shot at the buzzer. It's good! The Crusaders win it! Andrew Hillman at the buzzer! Reardon survives on the road to win it 53-51 to take sole possession of first place in the West Catholic League.
It's the San Lorenzo Showdown. The Grizzlies hosting crosstown rival Arroyo Tuesday night. The energy in the gym was unmatched. Toby Merchant feeds Kingsley N.A. down low, a nice physical bucket there. The Grizz up 7-6. The Dons, Esteban Ibarra drives, takes two big steps, count the bucket and the foul. The three-point play puts the Dons on top. Back and forth in the first quarter, Ive Berdejo goes hard to the rim, a hard landing as well, but draws the foul and scores. But the San Lorenzo defense applying the pressure all night long. Ronnie Solis strips the ball and throws it down. Oh my, 15-11 San Lorenzo after one. 4 minutes to play in the half. Frank Miller with two big threes in the quarter, taking the jump pass from Ibarra and knocking it down. Frank feeling it after that one. But Solis was a problem for Arroyo. Sarquan Holland to Ronnie. Ronnie swarmed by four Dons. Gets physical, 35-31 Grizz at the break. And the Grizzlies taking over in the third. Ronald Goatley, what a name. The senior knocks down a couple of triples in the third. The Dons with a sophomore leading in points in this one. Daniel Salamanca Holmes, 3 of his team high 15 there. Solis with 14 in the first half and 13 in the second half. A nasty move and bucket there. He's got a jumper and he's got moves in the paint. The junior is good. Flex on him, Ronnie. San Lorenzo takes down Arroyo 72-52, remaining undefeated in league play.
El Camino League play featuring Homestead taking on Palo Alto on Friday night. Homestead jumps out to an early lead Liana Kovici finds Katie Tall in the corner. The 3-ball is good. Mustangs feeling the long ball. Hope Yin finds Kayla Son. Yes, sir. 13-6 Homestead after 1. The script flips in the second. Pally hits 3 straight from beyond the arc. Here's Eleanor Wells with one of them. Then Kendall Kugamaya knocks down her second 3 of the quarter. That cuts this one to a 1-point game, but Homestead responds. Kovici finds Kayla, and Son attacks the paint and finishes. The Mustangs now lead 26-19. Here's a loose ball near half court that ends up in Kovici's hands. The senior plays some physical ball and then finds Tal for 2. It's 30-21 Homestead at the break. Mustangs keep up the pressure in the third quarter. Tal goes to work, and the junior will take it herself and float it in to extend the lead. But Pally hangs around Mary Harmony Jackson with 2 defenders on her. No problem for the sophomore. On the other end, Catherine Yang is left open, and she's going to take advantage of that. Yes, sir! 43-31 Homestead after 3. And in the fourth, Kovici closes it out. Liana drives and finishes off the glass as Homestead takes this one on the road to improve to 8-1 in league play. Tal with 27. Wow.
A beautiful view of SF from Berkeley as the Yellow Jackets host the Dragons. Ivan Garcia with the highlights. O'Dowd on the attack early. Abby Forsgren is the Dragons' leading scorer in goals. Tries her luck from 30 yards out and finds the corner of the net. O'Dowd leads 1-0. 12 minutes left in the first half. Beautiful ball from Kiana Lee Olsen to Forsgren. The keeper challenges and they collide in the box. Ref blows the whistle and awards the Dragons a penalty. Forsgren is heading to the University of Memphis next year and adds on another goal to her name. 2-0 Dragons at the half. Berkeley controlled most of the second half. Kayla Topol with just the keeper to beat. Goes with the chip shot that goes off the crossbar. So close. But the Dragons add on to the lead as Chloe Keating passes to Forsgren, scoring the hat trick. That's the senior's 6th hat trick on the season as the Dragons fly out of Berkeley with a 3-0 win.
The Rikers Center brings us the Players of the Week each week. Scan this QR code right now to vote for next week's top athletes.
The winners announced in a wrap produced by the Rikers Center. Here are this week's Gary Rikers Players of the Week.
James the Spitter, 49ers Cal High. These are your Gary Rikers Players of the Week. Rikers Center. D.R.E. Bruce, they love the way he hoop. The type of player the scouts want to recruit. The defense gets spooked every time that he shoot. Striving for greatness, you're seeing the pursuit. 19 points against Oakland Tech. Look out for this freshman because he's one of the best. He's a rising star and he's gonna be great. One of the top freshmen in the state. Natalie Perkins, she always stayed working. Player of the week, so you know that it was worth it. Giving her all and playing with a purpose. Making the opposite team get nervous. 18 points and 10 boards. Gave it her all when she stepped on the floor. Made an impact, had a double-double. Broke down the defense, now they're in trouble. James the Spitter, 49ers Cal High. These are your Gary Rikers Players of the Week. Rikers Center.
Coming up, it's a Mancini Sleep World Dream matchup as Los Gatos takes on Milpitas.
And Peninsula Girls Hoops with Cappuccino and Woodside when 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank return.
At Bellarmine, athletics isn't just competition, it's tradition. With 40% of our coaches and both our athletic directors being alumni, this place is more than a school. It's home. They've lived the grind, worn the jersey, and felt the pride, and now they're giving back by building the same experience to the next generation of Bells. They return because they believe in what Bellarmine gave them, and they're here to pass it on. Bellarmine Athletics, be a part of the tradition.
This is Jess, Peloton instructor, educator, game changer. She needs her money to work as hard as she does. That's why she uses U.S. Bank Smartly checking and savings, which does exactly that, helping her track her spending and grow her money. Together, we'll achieve more than any of us could alone. You got this, Jess.
We got this.
That's the power of Jess, and this is the power of us.
Every time I step onto the field, I suit up to protect myself from injury. Off the field, I do the same for my family. But sometimes in life, no matter how careful you are, accidents happen. That's when you can trust Bernardi Zerata. They treat their clients like family, always looking out for your best interests. If you've been injured, call Bernardi Zerata. Because when life hits you hard, you deserve a caring team that's on your side.
What's the easiest way to put a spring back in your step? Finding the perfect mattress at Mancini Sleep World. We've got you covered with our Rest Easy promise. We're so sure you'll love your mattress that we offer a 365-night comfort guarantee. 1 year to make sure your mattress is delivering the comfort you deserve. We guarantee the best price with free next-day delivery with top brands like Tempur-Pedic starting at $29 a month. Feel the beat of better sleep with
Mancini Sleep World. Rest easy.
Mancini Sleep World brings us the dream matchup each week. This is a game we thought was the biggest game in a week of big games. This week, it's the De Anza Division Showdown with Los Gatos and Milpitas.
Milpitas undefeated in league at 6-0 after beating the Cats by just 6 points in the first meeting. So Los Gatos is just 1 game back. The two teams fighting for first in our Mancini Sleep World dream matchup. Adrian was there.
Mancini Sleep World. Rest easy.
Only a few weeks left in the regular season, and the race for the De Anza League title is heating up. Milpitas find themselves on top of the league standings behind senior Dylan Nguyen. Dylan is averaging 17 points per game for the Trojans. Just 1 game back of Milpitas are the Los Gatos Wildcats. The Cats are led by senior Dionysus Marudis. Dionysus is averaging 14 points per game for the Cats. First place on the line in our Mancini Sleep World dream matchup. The Cats corner looking sharp and fired up on Friday night. LG with the early momentum. Will Campbell over to Marudis for 3. Yes, sir! It's a 1-point Los Gatos Wildcats lead. But on the other end, Pranavaram Krishnan drives and finishes as the Trojans take an 8-7 lead. Then it's Dylan Nguyen drilling a very tough mid-range jumper. 17-9 Milpitas Trojans after 1. Second quarter now. Krishnan to Josiah Campwood. Campwood alley-up to Krishnan! Wow! 23-14 Milpitas Trojans. Los Gatos answers back. Ryan Jamieson going to the rack, lays it in plus the foul. 26-23 Milpitas at halftime. More Trojans in the second half. Nicholas Nguyen to Zaid El Cordy to a wide open Josiah Campwood who shoots and scores from 3-point land. Back to an 8-point Milpitas lead. The Cats trying to stay in it. Zach Odopal over to Oliver Evans, and the freshman makes a splash from deep. Time winding down in the third. Dylan Nguyen at the buzzer. Oh! Dylan Nguyen all the way from Valleyfair as the Trojans take a 45-38 lead after 3. Then in the fourth, Dylan Nguyen with the drive, the move, and the finish. Dylan finished the game with 29 points. Now it's Pranavaram Krishnan with the finishing touches. Krishnan with the putback jam as Milpitas wins it 65-56 to go to 7-0 in the De Anza League. Here's Dylan Nguyen after the game.
Honestly, Gatos is a tough opponent always. It's usually a rival with the school. I believe we're like 5-1 since my sophomore year. The adjustments, just play hard defense. Our chemistry I think is the best in the league.
In Los Gatos with the Mancini Sleep World Dream matchup, I'm Adrian Soriano, 49ers Cal High Sports.
First place in the Peninsula Ocean League on the line between Cappuccino and Woodside. Meta Long comes in and steals the ball. Long off the glass. A nice heads-up play by the sophomore. On the other end, Lorelei Shin finds Kaylee Gonzalez, the senior captain, nails the long ball. Cappuccino leads by 4 after 1. Emily Parker to Lila Rich. The catch and shoot from way beyond the arc is money. We're tied up at 15 heading into half. Second half now. Long going to work. Shoots this one over the defender. Woodside takes a 5-point lead. Mustangs moving the ball. Alana Koenig to Shin. Back to Alana off the glass. That ties it at 22. Brianna Lopicolo to Gonzalez. Kaylee finds Shin. Another bucket for the sophomore. Cap takes a 5-point lead into the fourth. Darla Rankatori goes to work, draws an extra defender, leaving Lorelei wide open for 3. Yes, sir. The lead is up to 8. Wildcats keeping it close. Long to Parker, the senior, with 3 defenders on her. No problem. It's a 6-point game. Then Rich to Long. Meadow loses her defender, fires the 3 ball, and knocks it down to make it a 3-point deficit. but the Mustangs keep the ball moving, and when it ends up in the hands of Koenig in the corner, Alana finds nothing but net as the Cappuccino Mustangs win the first place battle on the road to improve to 7-0 in league play.
Undefeated Clayton Valley flies Las Lomas in a Diablo Foothill League showdown. Ivan Garcia with the highlights. Just a few minutes into the game, as the Ugly Eagles are on the attack, goalkeeper comes out to punch the ball away, only for Bahram Kwarmi to send a one-touch rocket to the top left corner of the net. Spectacular goal from the sophomore. Uggs up early. CV keeping the momentum rolling. Uggs try a shot from just outside the box, but Ben Myzowski lapping scoops up the shot to keep the deficit to 1 going into the half. Near the midway point of the second half, Jacob Asselin sends a pass inside the box. Walter Galindo shoots, and Myzowski is there for the save. Great awareness from the senior. But the constant pressure by the Uggs cracks the Knights' defense. Roman Mahmoud in a foot race sends a high shot to the goal, and the goalie cannot make it in time. Clayton Valley gets the 2-0 win over Las Lomas in a pivotal game as the Diablo Foothill League race title is tight.
Gillette presents the Precision Player each week. This is a freshman or sophomore athlete already making his or her mark in sports.
This week, Gillette honors Milan Evans from the Carondelet soccer team. Evans is an outstanding sophomore with 5 goals for the Cougars this season. For the best a fan can get this season, visit Gillette.com/NFL to purchase your Gillette Labs official 49ers licensed razor today.
D-Line Constructors brings us the D-Line Defensive Play of the Week every week. This week's D-Line Defensive Play goes to Roman Waugh from Oakland High. Roman with a big-time block in the Wildcats win last week. Roman Waugh with the D-Line Constructors Defensive Play of the Week.
Be sure to follow us on social media. Find us on Instagram at 49ers Cal High. We now have over 48,000 followers.
Thanks to everyone who supports our show by subscribing to our YouTube channel with exclusive extended highlights, entire game videos, and the famous Covered Cal High podcast. You'll find it all at 49ers Cal High.
Coming up, the East Bay League tussle with Monte Vista and Amador Valley.
And 2 top West Catholic League girls teams with St. Ignatius and Reardon. But first, here is the Bay Area girls basketball poll.
Dad, this guy says that we act like Gillette Labs is some miracle, but it's just another razor?
Gillette Labs ain't a miracle, but it sure as heck ain't my old razor. It's Gillette's best shave. And with up to 30 shaves per cartridge, I'm spending less. Its ultra-sharp blades last 50% longer.
And give you a fresh blade feeling time after
Time
time.
after time after time. Gillette Labs, the best a man can get.
Keeps getting better.
You didn't choose a European car for average performance, so don't settle for average service. At Euroclinic, we specialize in Audi, Porsche, Mercedes-Benz, and other marques, delivering expert maintenance and a refined experience. Valet pickup, exotic towing, a private lounge, meticulous service with a 5-year unlimited mileage warranty. Euroclinic, Silicon Valley's choice for European and exotic care, where performance meets premium service.
When the Eagles won the Super Bowl, man, it was one of the greatest days of my life. But that day was ruined by accusations that my birds only won to sell wings. You know what they're saying out there? They're saying the quarterbacks are scrambling, apparently, to sell eggs.
Eggs are delicious. Great protein.
Oh, Baker Mayfield's a bread influencer.
Yeah, the man does bake.
You know, football is not a ploy to sell food.
When football makes you hungry, order Uber Eats.
On the field, teamwork makes the difference. Off the field, it's no different with the San Jose Police Department. A major reason why the city of San Jose is the safest large city in the nation.
I played high school football here in the Bay Area. Now I serve the community with SJPD. The rewards are beyond a great salary and benefits. It's about making a real impact.
Be a part of one of the top police departments in the nation. Protect, serve, inspire. Join the San Jose Police Department today.
With De La Salle dominating the East Bay League, the rest of the group is battling for second place. Both Amador Valley and Monte Vista come into the week 2 games behind the league-leading Spartans and trying to keep pace.
Yeah, all really good teams. The Dons feature talented transfers, Elijah Stanley and Armand Monvi. Monte Vista with lots of talent, including sharpshooting junior guard Max Nishikawa. 2 East Bay League teams battling on Tuesday.
Oh,
Elijah Stanley being introduced as Amador Valley hosts Monte Vista. The Dons have some lights out shooters, which features Dante Ventura knocking down the long ball here. Here come the Mustangs. Look at Gavin McMillan working down low to get the basket to go. 12 points for the junior. Back and forth we go. It's Cade Kruger finding that man Elijah Stanley for three. You betcha. Then it's Ventura to Jalen Smith from the top of the key. Boom! 18-16 Dons after one. More Dons in the second quarter and more Jalen Smith. A couple jabs and says, let me do this myself. This young man's a special talent. Well, so is this guy, Cade Kruger. He's going to San Jose State next season to continue his basketball career. Here he gets the steal and finishes with the crafty Euro step for 2 of his 14 points. But Monte Vista would cut the Dons lead the 4 with Max Nishikawa knocking down the trifecta just before the buzzer sounds. 17 points for Max, 34-30 Dons at the half, but Amador Valley looks to pull away. How about this Elijah Stanley guy? A crafty move, and of course he'll get the jumper to go, and the crowd is loving that. No quit, and Ian Desai, the sharpshooter, chipped away with 15 points for the Mustangs, including this triple, 51-37 Dons after 3, but it was all AV in this one. Have yourself a game. Jalen Smith, 26 points for the magnificent junior as Amador Valley improves to 4-2 in the East Bay League, beating Monte Vista 63-56.
Time for the girls' game now as St. Ignatius takes on Reardon at the University of San Francisco. Reardon with the early advantage. The first shot is blocked by Lulu Giametti, but Zion McGuire gets the offensive board and the second chance bucket. SI answers back on the other end. Haley McGee dishes it to Lulu Giametti, and the sophomore knocks down the trifecta, but Zion McGuire was a problem for the Wildcats early on. Zion once again with the offensive board. Zion gets the second chance bucket, plus the foul. 15-10 Reardon Crusaders after 1. Second quarter action now, and it's Chloe Yen making it splash from Pier 39 as the Crusaders extend their lead to 8. Now it's Trenia Dunbar with the pass to Mafalda Rodriguez. Mafalda spins and drills a tough mid-range jumper. 24-10 Reardon. The Wildcats looking to rally back. Haley McGee over to Sophia Sanchez. Sophia for 3. She gets it to go. 29-17 Crusaders at halftime. SI trying to keep the rally going in the second half. Sophia Sanchez with the pass to Haley McGee, and the senior lays it up and in to cut the deficit to 10. But the Crusaders catch fire in the second half. Trenia from three-point land. It's good! Trenia Dunbar from downtown. 38-25 Reardon after 3. Fourth quarter now, and it's Trenia Dunbar over to a wide open Nyla Dyson in the corner, and Nyla shoots and scores from deep. Haley McGee trying to keep the Cats in it. Haley with the tough bucket plus the foul, but the Crusaders were in control in the second half. Trenia Dunbar kicks it out to a wide open Mafalda Rodriguez, who fires and hits from three-point land as the Reardon Crusaders win it 51-39 to go to 4-1 in the West Catholic League, just one game back of first place Mitty.
The Cal Hope Courage Award brings us stories of athletes overcoming adversity to succeed in school and in sports.
Andrea Matalejo faced a heartbreaking loss that could have defined her, but instead she let it fuel her future, opening the doors to her next chapter. For Andrea Matalejo, basketball is more than a game. It's a sanctuary, a place where she leads and connects.
When it comes to basketball, it's always been like being the leading shooter in a way, but it's not just about being the only person shooting, but helping guide everyone else, especially since there are a lot of girls who just joined or just transferred in. I wanted to make sure they had a nice area to feel welcome. You're okay, you're okay.
Andrea plays at Luis Valdez Leadership Academy. She's always loved staying active, but her passion for sports carries a deeper meaning. The court is where Andrea gets to honor the man who first put a ball in her hands.
So Alberto, we used to call him Mr. P. He was very close to us. He was at a nursing home. I took him out of the nursing home. He was my best friend from high school. When Andrea met him, they became very close together.
Honestly, he was the father figure I never had. I remember growing up, we'd bully each other and everything. It was that little father figure role, but it was having that sense of a bond.
Andrea kept Alberto company after his dialysis appointments, even helping inject his insulin. He became her biggest supporter, introducing her to the game she loved. But in 2021, Andrea's life changed when Mr. P passed away.
The night before, he was excited because it was quarantine and he was gonna see me get my honor roll award over Zoom. And I guess we were both excited for it. So I woke up to my mom just screaming his name. And I thought it was like, I didn't think anything of it until I just got up, ran, and we all saw him laying there. So just seeing him there and reacting to after his passing, it's like, what if someone woken him up sooner? Those what ifs that go through your mind a lot, you know?
It affected her a lot.
I genuinely hated talking to people about like my feelings. I love having people like come to me for advice, but me opening up was a huge problem.
Andrea eventually connected with a counselor to help her cope with her grief. Another thing that made her feel better? Basketball.
I wanted to tune everything out. And it's like, I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how to talk to people. And basketball, the only time you need to talk to them is for them to pass you the ball or anything. So it's like, I thought it would be a good idea. But I just ended up falling more in love with like the idea of being on a team and not just the sport.
I mean, I don't think she has let him go yet, but little by little. I mean, I feel that she's way better than before. And she's coping, I mean, trying to let other people know that they need to speak up.
Today, Andrea channels that love forward. She earned scholarship money through the Cal Hope Courage Awards Scholarship Program, recognizing student athletes who overcome adversity. She plans to major in sociology and communications to give others a voice.
I love you more.
I live by my favorite quote, do the scary thing first, get scared later. We don't have much time in this world, so it's like, it's what we make the most of while we have it.
Her loss became her drive. And now Andrea Matalejo's future is wide open. Andrea was one of the Cal Hope Courage Award scholarship recipients. She has an unbelievably positive outlook, and from talking to her mom, I believe it runs in the family. She has an amazing support system.
Yeah, congratulations to her. All right, be sure to scan the QR code on the screen for more information on the Cal Hope Courage Award Scholarship Program.
AmeriWest Credit Union honors teachers all around the Bay Area for the great work they do every day.
Here's Matias Salcedo from Granada Boys Soccer talking about outstanding teacher Rachel Hernandez.
My favorite teacher at Granada is my English teacher, Miss Hernandez, because she's very nice and very sweet and cares about all the students.
Coming up, the red-hot Clayton Valley Ugly Eagles taking on league rival Camp Olindo.
And Sharks Ice High School Hockey with Palo Alto and the Lancers. But first, here is the Pacific Pride Student Section of the Week. This week, it's the cheering section from Oakland Tech, brought to you by the University of the Pacific, the official higher education partner of the San Francisco 49ers.
Meet the Johnsons, a young couple looking to start a family. Then there's Larry, the eccentric brother-in-law who likes to hold concerts every day. And he also believes that squirrels are spies. Ready to build an ADU loan on your main home, a second home, or an investment property in California? Get a Home Fast ADU loan with fixed-term financing ranging from $25,000 up to $500,000. Thanks to a Home Fast ADU loan from AmeriWest, Larry has his own space. And the Johnsons, well, they have their sanity back.
On the field, you got your team. Off the field, you need one too, especially in math. Bay Area Tutor for Athletes lets you build your own squad, up to 5 teammates for small group online tutoring, or go one-on-one for a custom plan. We cover algebra, geometry, trigonometry, calculus, and more. Our goal? Help you meet GPA requirements, maintain your eligibility, and prepare for college. Because winning in the classroom is just as important as winning on the scoreboard.
I know that the model of credit unions is the very best one for human beings, and so how we bring that to life can truly transform people's lives.
Lumen brings to us the capability to be able to serve members in ways that we haven't before. It is really about enhancing that need for that particular individual like we've never been able to do before, and I'm extremely excited about that.
Dad, this guy says that we act like Gillette Labs is some miracle, but it's just another razor?
Gillette Labs ain't a miracle, but it sure as heck ain't my old razor. It's Gillette's best shave. And with up to 30 shaves per cartridge, I'm spending less. Its ultra-sharp blades last 50% longer.
And give you a fresh blade feeling time after
time. Time after time after time. Gillette Labs, the best a man can get.
Keeps getting better.
Diablo League with Clayton Valley at the top. With a 7-0 league record, the Ugly Eagles with junior Zion Grissom, that's your guy, leading a balanced scoring attack with 13 points a game.
That's right. I covered his dad, Robert. The Eggs hosting Campolindo this week. The Cougars with a 5-1 league record. Campo's Peyton Beld and Noah Henry, each averaging right at 13 points a game. First place on the line at Clayton Valley Wednesday night.
Clayton Valley looks to stay unbeaten in league at home facing the Campo Cougars. In the first, Vince Ellis drives from the top, lays it in to tie the game at 5. 3.5 to play in the first. Noah Mesfin feeds Peyton Beld. The senior lands the deep triple to give the Cougars the 3-point lead. But here, Zion Grissom looking to give CV a 4-point lead before the end of the quarter. He does. 12-8 Ugly Eagles after 1. Second quarter, Kenan Simpson to Jet Tran. He drives, he fades. 18-10 CV. Campo looking to get a run going. Dominic Byra to Thatcher Grenby, and this Grenby 3 cuts the Clayton Valley lead to 3. The Ugly Eagles answer back. Grissom to Simpson, and it's good. Cannon Simpson with the deep ball, and then he shows off his moves in the paint. A big step and nice score. 25-15 Ugly Eagles at the break. Byra, the underhand to Aiden Wong in the corner, and the sophomore drains it to pull Campo within 10. Clayton Valley's Chris Berry knocks it loose. Tran comes up with it. He drives, passes to Ellis. Vince with 15 on the night, and Simpson would lead everyone on the court with 18, spinning himself free for the easy layup. Let's finish off the highlights with a bang. Grissom to Leo Some. A pass back to Grissom, who rips it. Clayton Valley beats Campolindo 57-33 to remain undefeated in Diablo League play.
Off to Texio Arena now as Palo Alto takes on the Lancers on the final week of the regular season. The Vikings on the board first. Owen Fury going all the way. Owen Fury scores! 1-0 Pally after 1. Second period now. Thomas Shimizu with just the goalie to beat, but the shot is saved by Miles Joing to keep the Vikings lead intact. But the Lancers break through later in the period. Riley Dulé finds the back of the net to tie the game at 1. Pally answers right back, and guess who? It's Owen Fury again with the shot and the goal. Owen's second goal of the game as the Vikings take a 2-1 lead. Then later in the period, Charles Weber gets the rebound and converts the second chance to give Pally a 3-1 advantage after 2. To the final period now. Quincy Quattlebaum passes to Charles Weber. Charles shoots. He scores! 2 goals for Charles Weber, and it's 4-1 Vikings. The Lancers get one back. Duncan Ross finds a wide open Jonathan Doherty as the Lancers cut the deficit in half, but the Vikings would pull away. Owen Fury skates past the defender and finds the back of the net again. It's a hat trick for Mr. Fury. 5-2 Vikings. Here's Owen again, and Owen shoots and scores again as the Vikings win at 7-2 to clinch the top seed in the Sharks Ice playoffs next week. And of course, our Sharks Ice player of the game this week is Owen Fury. Owen with 4 goals for the Vikings.
Lexus of Stevens Creek presents the Volunteer Award each week, leading to $10,000 in scholarships. This is an athlete who does great work in our community.
This week's Lexus of Stevens Creek Volunteer Award goes to Franklin Clark of the St. Mary's basketball squad. The senior helps make and hand out food to the homeless in Alameda and in Oakland. Every month for the past 2 years, Franklin and his church make sure those who are less fortunate have a full belly. Franklin explains why volunteering is so important to him.
Volunteering to me means giving out to people who need it without something in return. Always being there for someone else. Always having the thought that someone else needs something more than you. You're in a better position than someone else, and it's always a benefit to give something back.
The San Jose Police Department is looking for top recruits to join their department to keep San Jose the safest big city in America.
So SJPD helps us recognize top recruits in the Bay Area. This week, we recognize Penelope Correa from the St. Francis girls soccer team. Penelope committing to play her college soccer career at St. Mary's College in Moraga. Penelope Correa, this week's San Jose Police Department top recruit. Coming up, the first place battle in the El Camino division as first place Saratoga takes on Lynbrook.
And Granada takes on Carondelet in East Bay League Soccer. But first, here is this week's learning tip presented by Bay Area Tutoring Association.
Move between problem sets. After finishing a set of practice problems, stretch, walk, or shoot hoops for a few minutes. Physical movement boosts brain power and memory.
The Saratoga Falcons start the week with a 6-1 league record that's leading the El Camino division by 1 game. Toga is led by junior forward Anton Holme, who's averaging 14 points and 11 rebounds a game.
The Falcons traveling to Lynbrook this week to meet the second-place Vikings. Senior Judah Marks is a very talented guard for the Vikings. Lynbrook and Toga Friday night.
Saratoga with the 2-game lead over the rest of the pack. Lynbrook looking to hand Toga its first league loss. Starting off in the second quarter, Jerry Sun kicks it out to Judah Marks, and the senior knocks down the triple to make it 21-15 Vikings. But Saratoga demolishes that lead. Aiden Liu, the dime to Ian Hu on the fast break, and nice play in transition there. Then it's Liu to Alex Sinton in the corner, and you can count it. It's 25-21, Toga now on top. The Vikings have a fabulous freshman in Charlie Loper. Check out this sweet fade, but Toga still with the lead. Sinton down low to Anton Holmes. He gets the layup to go, and the Falcons lead 34-28 at halftime. And this is how the second half starts. Sinton to Cole Sheehy. It seems like a momentum-building 3 there, but the Vikings throw it into a different gear. Sun, the screen pass to Marks, and Judah hits his mark. The senior coming up clutch, and now the freshman does the same. Loper from almost the same spot. The Vikings score 7 unanswered to tie it at 41. Miranda Vwetti gets the offensive rebound, and nearly perfect from that distance. Lynbrook takes its first lead of the second half. Then it was back and forth. Ethan Jin going hard to the rack there. Toga down by 2, the inbound play. Sent into the high-flying home. Anson with 15. That's a team high. But this shot from Judah Marks ends up being the dagger. The 3-ball is good, and there's contact for the 4-point play. Lynbrook hands Toga its first league loss on the year. Saratoga now with a 1-game lead over Lynbrook and Fremont.
Carondelet ready to jump into this East Bay League matchup with Granada, and right from the jump, those Cougars are threatening. Isabella Shalata sends an excellent ball that goes off a Matador's defender and let Elle Sloan do the rest. Aims far post and converts. 1-0 Cougars. Shortly after, Granada looking for the equalizer. Off a defender, Jasmine Angel goes with the left foot, but Addison Bowles keeps her cool and says access denied. 1-0 Cougars at the half. Carondelet looking to extend its lead in the second half. Threatening near the box, but our NCS Flag Football Player of the Year, Maren Lenica, is there to make the save. Corner kick for the Cougs. Mercy Carson delivers a great ball in the box, and it finds the right foot of Madeline Roeder. 2-0 Carondelet. And to top it off, Natalia Brunel with a great find over the Tessa DeMello, and Tessa finds the back of the net as Carondelet remains unbeaten in league play. 3-0 was the final.
Bernardi Zerrata is the official injury attorneys for the San Francisco 49ers, and each week, Bernardi Zerrata finds people in the high school sports community and highlights their efforts.
This week's Bernardi Zerrata hometown hero is Gabe Buenrostro. We first met Gabe 25 years ago when he was quarterback on the Burlingame football team. Gabe was taken in by Mike Chardella and his family when Gabe needed a place to live. Mike introduced Gabe to officiating basketball when Gabe was in high school. Gabe never stopped. He is now in his 3rd decade officiating games while working full-time at the San Francisco Adult School. Gabe Buenrostro, this week's Bernardi Zerrata hometown hero.
Albanese Construction knows a thing or two about hard work, and that's why they bring us the Dirty Work play each week. Doing the dirty work this week is Sophie Reese from the Los Gatos basketball team. Sophie taking the charge in the Wildcats win last week. The trophy goes to Sophie for doing the dirty work, just like our good friends at Albanese Construction. Coming up, it's the EuroClinic Girls Game of the Week as Clayton Valley meets Campolindo.
And it's Sacred Heart Prep in Menlo on the soccer pitch. But first, here is this week's High Five Top 5 Bay Area top rebounders in girls basketball, brought to you by High Five Restaurant and Catering in San Jose.
This is Jess, Peloton instructor, educator, game changer. She needs her money to work as hard as she does. That's why she uses U.S. Bank Smartly checking and savings, which does exactly that, helping her track her spending and grow her money. Together, we'll achieve more than any of us could alone. You got this, Jess.
We got this.
That's the power of Jess, and this is the power of us.
Being a Hall of Famer football player isn't just about making catches and scoring touchdowns. It's about commitment to a team on and off the field. That's why you can trust the team of Bernardi Zerrata, official sponsors of the San Francisco 49ers. Just like the hard work and effort I put into winning games, They put the same dedication into fighting for their client. If you're in need of an injury attorney, trust the dedicated team of Bernardi Zerrata to be on your side.
This isn't just auto repair, this is EuroClinic, Silicon Valley's destination for European auto care. Located in Santa Clara, we deliver precision maintenance and repair with uncompromising standards. Enjoy flexible drop-offs, concierge updates, towing for exotics, and valet pickup. Your vehicle is backed by a 5-year unlimited mileage warranty while you relax in our modern lounge with espresso and private workspaces. Expect more than a dealer. Expect EuroClinic.
For over 65 years, Delta Dental has been at the forefront of progressive healthcare for all, offering high-quality, affordable dental plans that strive to meet the needs of everyone. Today, we are the largest network of oral healthcare providers in the nation. At Delta Dental, we're committed to pushing the industry to transform modern healthcare so your family gets more moments that matter for generations to come. Schedule your oral health checkup today.
Get ready for the most exhilarating season yet. Sharks Ice Hockey is hosting 34 teams spanning from Fresno to Reno. Over 700 hockey players all competing for state and national titles. Be part of the thrilling action. Experience the speed, the skill, and the passion from these young hockey players. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations from all over the Bay Area. Looking to join, support, or to find games? Go to sharkshighschoolhockey.com.
Time for our EuroClinic Girls Game of the Week. The game MVP receives these custom headphones courtesy of EuroClinic in Santa Clara, where European auto care meets uncompromising standards. This week's game is the league battle with Clayton Valley and Capolindo.
Both teams undefeated in a very tight Diablo League. It's our EuroClinic Girls Game of the Week. Robert was there.
Should be a terrific game here tonight at Capolindo High School. The Cougars feature senior center Sofia Jakovleva. Sofia will likely do a great job controlling the paint for the Cougars tonight. For Clayton Valley, it's Dejanay Clay. Dejanay averaging 15 points and 5 rebounds a game. She is a good one. First place on the line tonight in the Diablo League in our EuroClinic Girls Game of the Week. Clayton Valley coming out red hot. Nice pass here from Clay down low to Madison Sardalich. Later in the first, Clay on the run over to Lucy Guitron, and Lucy nails the three. Campo trying to keep pace here as Jakovleva grabbing the loose ball and scoring, but the Ugly Eagles building a big lead. Clay to Guitron for a long three. Lucy is a terrific shooter. It's a 12-point Clayton Valley lead in the second. The Uggs doing a great job turning defense into instant offense. Here's Clay ripping the ball away from the defender, then going coast to coast. She put the Clay in Clayton Valley. Another Guitron bomb, and the Ugly Eagles are rolling. It's 33-10 at the half. Third quarter, hand it to Clay, who steps back and nails the trifecta, a three for number 3. The Cougars do make a bit of a run in the third. Here's Jenna Chan for 3. But this one was never in doubt. An impressive win for the Ugly Eagles. Clay in the paint for 2 of her game-high 17 points. Diogene says this win was a real team effort for the Clayton Valley Ugly Eagles.
I think it was more so of us playing for each other and not as individuals. So I feel like we played as a team more, and that's how we get wins like this.
One of the Bay Area's best high school rivalries is the Valpo Bowl with Sacred Heart Prep and Menlo. A scoreless first half, so 4 minutes into the second, Alex Angelita Smith a crosser to Nathan Fox, who cleans it up, and the Gators take the 1-0 lead. The Knights looking to even things out. Kieran Vasquez just outside the box delivers an incredible bending shot on goal, but it hits off the crossbar. Now it's the Gators with the free kick. Emmanuel Orocio Gonzalez shoots once, it's deflected, he gets the second shot to go. Sacred Heart Prep takes the 2-0 lead. 16 minutes left on the clock. Reed Soonwoo, the corner kick. The ball is at the feet of Chuck Wynn, and Menlo scores. The Knights now within 1 goal of the Gators. 3 minutes later, Rafe Wyden, the short pass to Cameron Rafati. This is for the equalizer. The Knights erase the 2-goal deficit. We are tied at 2. Not much time left to complete a comeback. Vasquez, the header, but Kieran Armstrong secures it, and this Valpo rivalry game in Atherton ends in a 2-2 draw. The Cupertino girls basketball team is having a great season.
The girls meeting Jake Vanderbrook at the Rikers Center this week.
And here's the girls basketball team from Cupertino High School. Bringing the energy to the Rikers Center. So I'm going to start off with Jessica Schaefer. So Jessica, you guys have won 6 of your last 7 games. A little bit of that 6-7. That's getting old. That's an old joke. Anyways, but you guys have been playing some wonderful basketball thus far. What's the one thing that stands out about this team now compared to the start of the season?
Since the start of the season, we've implemented a lot new offensive and defensive plays. Every week we add something new, which I think will help us be successful in the second half of the league. And also we just have really good team chemistry, on and off the court. We have good team camaraderie, so I think that'll help us too.
6-1 in the El Camino entering this week, and I'm making my way over to Zoe Urbano North. So, Zoe, you guys had a hard-fought battle last week in your win against Lynbrook. It was a grind, but you guys were able to get the job done. Just talk about the key takeaways in that victory.
Some key takeaways from Lynbrook game is definitely offensive rebounds. I feel like we did a lot better job on the boards than we did on our usual games. And especially us in the second half, I feel like we came out in the third quarter, really hustled for balls on the ground, and we did a really good job with that.
And finally, I'm making my way over to Katie Fury. So, Katie, just talk about the grit and determination this team has.
We've had a lot of games that are tight, or games that we're coming into the second half down. So we know we need to really fight hard. And for us, that just means playing hard on defense, getting the ball back, and having a good offensive possession, and just taking it one game at a time. A lot of us have been playing together for a long time, and so at this point we're fighting for each other, not just for ourselves. So.
Awesome, ladies! Thank you so much for joining me. Take us out with a break.
Delta Dental honors entire teams who perform well on the field and in the classroom with the Smiles for Scholars Award. This week we recognize the Granada girls soccer team, the Matadors, with a very impressive 3.55 GPA.
Coming up, it's Aragon and Hillsdale with the league lead on the line.
But first, here's our U.S. Bank Bay Area boys basketball poll. The Aragon Dons looking to put a lock on the Ocean Division this week. The Dons coming into this game with a 6-0 league record.
Hillsdale started the week just 1 game behind the Dons at 5-1. The 2 teams battling for first place in the game played at Aragon Friday night. Pajama night for the Dons as Aragon battles San Mateo rival Hillsdale. The Knights from Hillsdale red hot early on. Sebastian Avina for 3. Seabass with a big game for the Knights. More Hillsdale in the first. Avina down low to the big guy Callum North as the senior gets the bucket and 1. Aragon battling back. Hamilton Zhang for 3 to cut the Knights lead to 5. But Hillsdale extends its lead late in the first. Toss it over to Avina, who spins and dives into the lane and 1. That's right. Second quarter to the corner for Freeman Lane. He got it! 10-point Hillsdale lead. Late in the half, Aragon's Kaylin Brodeth gets the steal, goes coast to coast. Nice play there, but the Dons are down 15 at the half. Aragon a bit of the run in the third. Zhang with a long 3. Bang. But all Hillsdale from there. Parker Jessup with a rocket pass to Avina in the corner. Seabass having some fun with the Dons fans. Lane driving into the lane now and gets it to Levi Rakita. North taking over at 1 point. Here Strong into the paint for 2. And then North showing his range with a silky smooth top of the arc triple. That is a nice looking shot. And then it's showtime, folks. North gets the pass and he's gonna rip it home. Oh, the Hillsdale crowd was excited as the Knights avenge an earlier season loss to Aragon. The 2 teams now tied for first place in the Peninsula Ocean League.
First place on the line in the Mission Valley League as Newark Memorial takes on American. The Eagles looking to break through first. Abby Peterman fires one from long distance, but the shot is just off target. Then later in the half, Abby Peterman trying to put American on the board, but Zoe Hano is right there to make the save. Last moments of the first half now. Jada Perez Soriano will try one from a long way out, but freshman Nalani Corsace makes the save. No score at the half. Second half action now. Abby Peterman on the corner kick. Abby Peterman scores from the corner kick. What a goal from the future San Jose State Spartan to give American a 1-0 lead. But the Cougars answer right back. Danera Villegas over to Lucy Lombada. Lombada from long distance. Oh, what an equalizer from the senior captain as Newark Memorial ties the game at 1. American looking to retake the lead. Peterman with the pass to Haley Nguyen. Haley shoots, but the shot is just off target. The Eagles threatening again. No win this time from long range, but Zoe Hanohano is right there once again to make the save. Zoe finished the game with 4 saves. Final moments of the game. Daenerys Villegas kicks it in the box. Is this the moment for them? Yes! Azara Waite heads it into the back of the net as Newark Memorial wins it 2-1 to stay on top of the Mission Valley League with James Logan.
The Harker School presents the Scholar Athlete Award every week.
This week's Harker Scholar Athlete is Harper Hopkins from Granada, the captain of the soccer team, earning an unbelievable 4.6 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School, Harker's annual celebration of the life and work of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. culminated last week with an appearance by historian Walter D. Grayson, who spoke on King's work and vision. The event also backed by members of the Harker Orchestra and Jazz Band. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org. DGDG.com wants you to be a happy car buyer, so each week they bring us the Be Happy Play, a play guaranteed to make everyone happy.
This week's Be Happy Play goes to the Reardon boys basketball team. Time winding down, and Andrew Hillman's shot is good at the buzzer. The Crusaders win a thriller at USF, and the boys were very happy. Want to be a happy car buyer? Go to DGDG.com.
Coming up, the Service by Medallion Play of the Week.
But first, here's this week's financial tip for teens and their parents, brought to you by Lumen Digital. Encourage your teens to pick a charity and set aside donations for a charitable cause. With your support, teens can donate their time and energy towards a cause in which they believe.
Play of the week.
Lots of great plays on the show this week. Here's San Lorenzo's Ronnie Solis with a two-handed jam. How about Callum North from Hillsdale throwing it down with authority? Off to Clayton Valley for Zion Grissom. Oh my! Here's Pranav Krishnan with the alley-oop jam. Then it's Pranav with the putback slamma jamma. Here are some soccer plays. Here's Newark Memorial's Lucy Lombana from a long way out. What a strike from the senior captain. Then it's her teammate, Azara White with the header to win it for the Newark Memorial Cougars. Wow. One more great goal for this week. It's Clayton Valley's Baron Kamari, the greatest goal you'll see this season. To San Francisco now for Reardon's JP Pitoffs with this two-handed jam. Then it's his teammate, Andrew Hillman with his own slamma jamma. Then it's Andrew with the poster. Oh my God. But the play of the week goes to Andrew Hillman. This shot at the buzzer to secure the Crusaders win this week. One more time, Andrew Hillman. You just won the play of the week.
That's the play of the week, and that's 49ers Cal High Sports for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Be sure to join us next week for the story of the San Mateo basketball player and her struggle to find a home. We'll see you then.
Thanks for watching. Please join our YouTube memberships to get early access to highlights and our podcast, Covered Cal High.
You'll also be able to see full game videos and vote for the Players of the Week. So click join and make sure to tune in every Sunday night at 6 p.m. on NBC Sports California. We'll see you at the games.